It is past midnight, and I question if it's worth my time to stay awake. With ideas written on pages which have long been crumpled, with rhymes written on planes which have long left for the skies, with feelings written on boats which have long set sail, ideas with no legs are kicking me on my shin as I question the institution of my actions. Why do I even write? I believe it is important to ask questions to get the right answers. I believe it is important to drink water whenever you are thirsty. I believe when the world doesn't know for sure, the answer lies within. So I take a deep breath, bringing together the nib of my pen and the white of the paper, and ask myself again, why do I even write? Do I write to remember, to not forget which day it was, to not forget how I was feeling that day, to not forget the people who I love, to not forget who the ruling government was, to not forget that I had the time to write this, to not forget my roots? Do I write to remember the man that I was and remind myself of the man that I should be? So, do I write to remember? Or do I write to be remembered? To not be forgotten, to always be immortal in the memories of others, for people to be able to say, I once knew this man who lived and walked around here, who had these ideologies and beliefs, and I remember him fondly. Is that what I want? To have a legacy, to live even after I die? Do I write to be remembered? Or do I write for others? Am I a sage, and is this all a sacrifice? Is wisdom only real when shared? Is my ultimate goal to be worthy enough to be able to write a poem which can find its way inside a bottle of wine, only to be opened by a needy and forlorn traveler to give them hope to carry on with their journey? So, do I write for others then? Or do I write to add meaning to my life? To be able to prove that I was more than what my actions depicted, to be able to justify the sameness of my days? Do I write to title and glorify my struggle? Do I write to be able to convince others that my life had a purpose? Is that why I write? You know, sometimes I doubt if my ink will ever make your heart sink, if my papers will one day fly up into vapors. You know, I wonder if I'm being too wasteful. I wonder if there'll ever be a document. I wonder if art will ever be more important than the Constitution or any religious scripture. You know, sometimes I doubt if you are really listening to me. It is past midnight, and I question if it's worth my time to stay awake. I believe when the world doesn't know for sure, the answer lies within. So I take a deep breath and tell myself that I write because I have a pen and a paper, that I write because I can.